Did you know Assab Port? The missing link in Ethiopia's Red Sea strategy. Ethiopia's comeback to the Red Sea starts with Assab Port. The Red Sea plays a crucial role in Ethiopia's strategic and economic landscape. Since Eritrea gained independence in 1993, Ethiopia has been landlocked, a challenge for accessing global markets. That's why the Red Sea's geopolitical importance is immense for the country. Access to ports along the Red Sea is vital for Ethiopia's trade, economic growth, and regional influence. Strengthening ties with neighboring countries that border the Red Sea can open doors to new opportunities and enhance Ethiopia's role in regional geopolitics. Understanding the strategic dynamic is key to realizing Ethiopia's potential on the global stage. And thus, let us dive into it. Ever wonder how a single body of water can define a nation's destiny? Ethiopians are facing such challenges after losing its gateway to the Red Sea and global trade. Today, we're diving deep into the Red Sea and its immense strategic, economic, and geopolitical importance for Ethiopia. This isn't just about geography. It's about a nation's ambition, its challenges, and its vision for the future. The Red Sea, this narrow but mighty strip of water connecting the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean, is one of the world's most critical maritime highways. For Ethiopia, a country with a population soaring over 120 million, this sea isn't just nearby water. It's a lifeline to the global economy. Understanding Ethiopia's relationship with the Red Sea is key to understanding the future of the entire Horn of Africa. Let's rewind a bit to understand the current situation. For centuries, Ethiopia had a direct coastline along the Red Sea, but everything changed in 1993 with the independence of Eritrea. Overnight, Ethiopia became one of the most populous landlocked countries in the world. Imagine a massive, thriving household that suddenly loses its front door. That's the scale of the challenge Ethiopia has faced. Being landlocked means every single item coming in or going out has to pass through a neighboring country. This creates a dependency that can be both expensive and politically complicated. So, how does Ethiopia currently trade with the world? The answer, primarily, is through the port of Djibouti. Over 95% of Ethiopia's imports and exports travel through this single port. While the relationship with Djibouti has been a cornerstone of Ethiopia's economic survival, relying so heavily on one gateway presents significant risks. Think about it: any disruption in Djibouti, whether Egypt's interference, political, logistical, or natural, could have a massive ripple effect on Ethiopia's entire economy. The cost of logistics is also a major factor. Transporting goods from a port in a neighboring country at significant costs to both imports and exports make Ethiopian products less competitive on the global market and consumer goods more expensive at home. This is why securing reliable and diverse access to Red Sea ports is not just a policy goal for Ethiopia. It's a national priority. It is about breaking free from the constraints of being landlocked and unlocking the country's full economic potential. We're talking about more than just Djibouti. Ethiopia is actively exploring and strengthening ties with other neighbors to diversify its options. Access through ports like Berbera in Somaliland, Port Sudan in Sudan, and even potential arrangements with Eritrea could create a network of trade corridors. This multi-port strategy is like having several doors and windows instead of just one, providing resilience, reducing costs, and fostering healthy competition among port service providers. This brings us to the crucial topic of regional cooperation. A peaceful and collaborative Horn of Africa is the key that unlocks the Red Sea's potential for everyone, especially Ethiopia. Building strong, stable relationships with neighbors like Eritrea, Djibouti, Sudan, and Somaliland is paramount. When nations work together, they can develop shared infrastructure like railways and highways, streamline customs procedures, and create a more predictable and attractive environment for trade and investment. Think of it as a regional team effort to fight terrorists and few countries' leaders intending to destabilize the Horn of Africa. Joint ventures in port development and management can lead to a win-win situation, where Ethiopia gains the access it needs, and its coastal neighbors benefit from increased transit fees, job creation, and economic activity. A stable and prosperous Ethiopia, well connected to the world, is a powerful engine for regional growth. Let's talk numbers and potential. The economic implications of improved Red Sea access are staggering. First, lower transportation costs. Reducing the time and money it takes to move goods can make Ethiopian coffee, textiles, and agricultural products much more competitive internationally. For the average Ethiopian, it means imported goods, from medicine to electronics, could become more affordable. Second, it's a magnet for foreign investment. International companies are far more likely to build factories and create jobs in a country with efficient and reliable access to global shipping lanes. This could supercharge Ethiopia's industrialization drive. Third, economic diversification. Beyond manufacturing, reliable port access can boost sectors like tourism and services, creating a more balanced and robust economy that isn't overly reliant on just a few industries. The Red Sea is the gateway to transforming Ethiopia from an agricultural economy into a diversified, industrial powerhouse. But the story doesn't end with economics. Engagement in Red Sea affairs dramatically elevates Ethiopia's geopolitical influence. The Red Sea is a theater of major global interests, with powers from the US, China, Europe, and the Middle East all having a stake in its security and stability. By being an active and constructive player in Red Sea dynamics, Ethiopia can position itself as a key partner for regional stability and international cooperation. It's about having a seat at the table where major decisions about maritime security, counter-piracy, and regional governance are made. A proactive Ethiopian role can help balance regional power dynamics and promote a more peaceful and integrated Horn of Africa, moving away from a history of conflict towards a future of shared prosperity. So, what does the future look like? Ethiopia's vision is clear: to leverage the strategic value of the Red Sea as a cornerstone of its long-term national development. This isn't an aggressive posture, it's a pragmatic pursuit of national interest that aligns with the broader goal of regional integration. The journey involves delicate diplomacy, strategic investments in infrastructure, and a steadfast commitment to peaceful cooperation with its neighbors. It's about building bridges, both literally and figuratively. By securing its access to the sea, Ethiopia isn't just opening a trade route, it's opening a new chapter in its history, one of greater economic independence, regional leadership, and deeper integration into the global community. The Red Sea has shaped empires and defined trade for millennia. Today, it holds the key to Ethiopia's 21st century ambitions. The path forward requires vision, collaboration, and a deep understanding that the prosperity of one nation in this region is intrinsically linked to the prosperity of all. As we watch this fascinating geopolitical story unfold, one thing is certain: Ethiopia's quest for the sea will be a defining narrative for the Horn of Africa for years to come. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into a topic that's shaping the future of an entire region. If you found this interesting and want to learn more, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications on eGreen channel, which is the brainchild of Said Mustafa, so you don't miss our next video. We love hearing from you, so drop your thoughts and questions in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.